welcome to the Better Thing Studio. It is Better Thing Your Fave, and I'm here to do yet another DIY. Today I wanted to do it a little bit differently than I usually do it. We're going to interact. I'm going to do my DIY for you to watch live as I go, no voiceovers and none of that. And today it is going to be solely because as I mentioned so proudly in my last video, I am a January baby, and someone very special to me is also a January baby, and she is obviously her birthday is like in 3 days time, and I kind of needed to get something, make something, or get something that was affordable to the January pocket that is absolutely surely probably super empty. I'm sure there's like 50 cents in there. And I just wanted to see if I could make something special. And I know I'm going on about how things need to be affordable, how we should be able to make things happen for ourselves and things like that. So I'm really going to try and, you know, think out of the box to get her something that is really dope. And I'm also going to take the time to kind of do a little chat about gifting. So yes guys, that's what we're going to be doing today. I don't want to waste any more time. I mean, y'all, let's chat. Okay, so it's so weird because the other day I think I saw a tweet by someone asking if it is necessary or a must to buy someone a gift for graduation. And I have a few thoughts about not even that question. It just made me really want to do this gifting thing, especially because, as I so proudly mentioned earlier, that it's my birthday this month. So I'm really hoping that my friends are listening to my gifting rant. Okay, so the first thing is, yes, gifting is not for everyone. Not everyone knows how to give a proper gift, and sometimes it's not even because like they don't pay attention to anything. Like some people just suck at it. My second thing is, I just feel like sometimes you don't have to get something expensive for it to be special for someone. Sometimes you really just need to be kind of thoughtful in what you get and a little bit practical. You know, I've found that like a lot of the times when I do gifting, especially like when I've been in relationships and stuff, I always think, okay, is he the kind of guy who wants to go for something that is functional, or is he the type of person who really cares about sentimental things? And that kind of like narrows it down as to what will I get for him, and or what will I get for her, even my friends and stuff like that. So I think it's important that you think about that first, and then also think about the fact that it doesn't always have to be the most expensive thing out there. Like sometimes I kind of feel like we play games. We really do play games. Like, I mean, I know designer is amazing and it's nice to have designer, and yeah, it's nice to be a designer, but sometimes, I mean guys, like sometimes like the thing is expensive and it's not that cute, and I think it's like, okay, so why Ohesha? Why are you forcing to buy something that is not really that cute, or that won't mean anything to me, or that will be of no value to me because it's designer, but it's expensive and I'll never ever use it ever, you know? So be careful when you are using money for things that are super expensive. Another piece of tea I have for you, my darling, at the end of the screen, especially I think this is a boy thing to do. Just because you say you're a bad gifter doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. And like I'm thinking about, like I was thinking about this before I made this video, like what is the worst gift that you ever got? What is the worst gift that I have ever gotten? Let's think. I'm gonna count to 5, and we're both, wherever you are, if you're watching, just say the thing that you got that was the worst gift. Okay, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. And that's okay for me. The worst thing that I've gotten actually is nothing. And I felt like, you know, it wasn't nothing from a point of I don't have anything to offer you, I don't have anything to give you. It was nothing from like that point of like I didn't try to even get you anything, and I promised that I'd get you something, but I didn't. And I think a lot of people think that we really want the material, the gift, the part of the gift that we want is the material part of it. But I think for me, the part of the gift that I want is the thought behind it, the fact that you actually thought of getting me something, even if it was small or nothing. So like if in my palm there is nothing, I got nothing, and it was just like, oh, okay, well, cool. So yeah guys, that's me. I feel like, okay, let me give you some tips with how I do my my gifting. Number 1, if you don't know how to gift, vouchers are your friend. Number 2, if it is January like now, There are a lot of sales. You can get something that is super cute but doesn't have to be like 2 million. Like Lovisa has like these earring sales, it's 5 for 1s, 5 for what, you know, you can always do that. Number 3, when it comes to the difference between gifting for grad, gifting for anniversary, gifting for birthday, I think like I think this is a good way of like thinking about it, right? As I was saying, when it comes to gifting for anniversary, graduation, or someone's birthday, I think like for me, the differences that I take out of them is when it's someone's birthday, I really try to go for something that I know that they would like. So I'm very thoughtful in my efforts, right? I'm like, okay, this is what they like, this is what they want, it's their day. When it comes to anniversary though, I feel like it is our day. So it is all the things that represent like what we've built over time. I don't know if you guys do 6 month, 1 month, monthly anniversaries, but for me it's like from year to year. Then I think of things that like really means something to us, like I said, and what we've built, and you know, us as a collective. So I don't really think about the other person much. I think about just whatever I give the other person must remind them of who I am. So now it's not who I am, but like me and them, and to get like us together. Yeah, okay. And then when it comes to graduation, and then like maybe someone matriculating, or like confirmation and stuff, okay, confirmation, yeah, I also don't think like, you see those porcelain angel things, yeah, I think that's tired. No, let's not do that. But I think with that as well, it's just one of those things for me, is like I get gifts that like show progression. So like a voucher, go and buy things, you know, so that you can go to varsity nicely, or graduation, here are earrings, you know, when you go to work, you know, we want you to look nice, you know what I mean? So, you know, think about it like that, where it's like, okay, when it's your birthday, it's all you. When it's our anniversary, it's just you and me. Yeah, it's me and you and me. Then when it's grad, I'm just giving you one of those congratulations, here is to you being progressive and growing up. Okay, so now I don't want to talk for too long. I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to start doing today's DIY. Today's DIY basically is, I've heard my cousin, it's Nombuso, by the way, it's Nombuso's birthday on Saturday. Happy birthday, darling! And we're going to be making her some frames that you can take her to Res. Like I said, the month of January for us is going to be very important in making our spaces conducive to good energy and working and productivity. So I'm really going to take the time to make things that make sense. So I'm really going to take the time to make something that speaks to what I've been saying about January. And then I'm also going to take into account that January babies need love too. We need all the love in the world, because I feel like we're the best people in this world. And as a result, I'm going to try to make this gift very special. Like I was telling you guys, my cousin's Ray's room is like a really pretty space, and she's moving into a more like a prettier and even prettier space, and I just want to like give her something that she'll be able to remember the whole year, and also give her something that, you know, will kind of just, when she looks at it, make her smile, and also just make her space so productive to what she is studying this year. And yeah, so I'm going to do this with all the love, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. This can be something that you can use, like as I said, moving into a new space, you're going into Rays for the first time, and the thing is about Rays is like, you don't want to buy things that are too permanent. So the method that I use now is just enough to make it like at the end of the year, it's tired, you can throw it away type of thing, but it is good enough to look like you bought it somewhere, you know. And that's actually really what I like about that, because I mean, you don't have to live in a weird looking space for a year, you know. You need to find a place where when you come back from campus and the day was very whack, you can kind of just breathe and relax, and you know, yeah, try again the next day. So guys, without further ado, please do not forget to like the video if you like it. If you have advice for your like for us, tell us what your advice is with regards to gifting and how you're going about gifting the people, your January people. And yes guys, please subscribe, please like, and please keep in touch on the socials. But without further ado, let us get started. So this angle is just a little bit weird, but we're gonna work with it. So this is how it's going to go. I have found a calendar with really dope illustrations. I got it from Fashion Handbook. Shout out to my connects And it even says that like these illustrations were done by Claire Idera, and my cousin was really jealous that I got this, and it was 2019 and I got it at the end of the year, unfortunately, so I didn't actually get to enjoy it. And what I want to do is now take these illustrations and kind of make them last the rest of this year. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the date off. I'm going to kind of split them away from their these dates, and then we're just going to use the illustrations as paintings or as pictures. And what I'm going to be using for this DIY is some cardboard paper. I'm sure I will need knives, and then these are the most important part of this whole thing, dowel sticks. The ones I got are $7 at any warehouse. I think you get them at Boulders, or actually any warehouse that you can go to. Just ask for dowel sticks. And even if you can't find dowel sticks, I think using skewer sticks is just as dope. They'll just be a little bit thinner, but you know, you kind of use the same concept, and I think they'll be a little bit easier to work with. And then I also bought glue. Guys, ShopRite, I bought this for like $20, $30, so it's not like gonna break the bank or anything. And then some scissors, ruler, things that you can things that you can use to kind of make your markings and make this project cool. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do first is, I'm not gonna use all of them. I mean, there's 12 illustrations here. I'm gonna just go ahead and, guys, I'm getting texts. Leave me alone, friends, leave me alone. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pick ones that I want. Okay, so just to give you an idea of the illustrations I'm going to be using for this. These are the chosen 6. Love it. Okay, and then somewhere suddenly out of nowhere, it is so gloomy outside, so I have to do a close-up. Luckily, we are girls with ring lights, so we are able to continue. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to obviously cut around these illustrations and kind of keep what I want in the image, in the image to be in the frame. So I've just got a pen. Use a pencil because, I mean, don't be a scorro. And just kind of draw lines as to, and don't do what I do, draw lines as to how much of this you need to kind of get away with. Try to make it as big. Obviously it depends on like what you are going to be using, but I'm just going to draw these lines, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just polish the illustration by just cutting, and then cut. Okay, wait, let me start, guys. Left-handedness, don't think I'm struggling. I'm really not struggling. I am just left-handed. And apparently left-handed people do things differently. Okay, so here we are. So basically what I've done, as you can see the difference, we've kind of removed the date, and that's what we're going to do with all of them. I stay lying to you guys in these videos of mine, telling you I'm going to do something, and then I come up with like a new something. So basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardboard paper and I'm going to go ahead and do some sticking onto. Obviously the paper looks a little weird right now, but don't worry, we'll fix that. What I want to do is kind of add a little bit more of space onto the image so that I can kind of so I have space to stick my dowel stick. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to stick that on that, like that, right? And then we're going to kind of extend the backgrounds that we already have. By doing this, we'll obviously be able to stick the dowel sticks better, because at the end of the day what we want is our dowel sticks to do kind of that. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this glue over here, and it doesn't really have to be a tall order. I mean, you don't have to like, you know, waste the glue now. Just use enough just to get this thing stuck down. Just in case you're wondering, I'm doing all four corners. Now I've done that, I've made sure that the glue is secured. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more cutting. As you can see, I've drawn a little bit, I've drawn lines. They're kind of a centimeter away from the border of the paper I've stuck on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut those down now. And then yeah, so let's do that. Let's cut.
It was somewhere here where my DIY went lopsided and not as I planned it to go. So I had to kind of take a break, take a step back and kind of see how I was going to do this, because it was not going to fail me. This is why this is going so fast, because it doesn't really matter.
As you can see, I cut the sticks a little bit too long, and it seems like it's such a difficult job to cut the sticks. So actually, we're backtracking. Yes, we're backtracking, and we are saying that when you get the dowel sticks from the warehouse, make sure that you get them cut at the same time, and make sure of the sizes that you are going to be using.
Thank you so much to my assistant. But guys, basically what I did when I got my things together and I went back to the drawing board is I measured the sticks properly and I got someone else to kind of cut it for me. Like I said, do not take the sticks home without having them cut and measured to size. I also then took some pegs and I used them to kind of secure the wooden sticks onto the paper. Remember, our extra border is meant just for this. Guys, if you take your time and you do a lot of measuring and you do preparation, this is the easiest thing to do. I'm really pleased with how this video came out, and I really hope that the owner of these frames will enjoy them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please keep in touch and show me what you guys are getting up to. And until next time, I will see you.